Hey, what's going on, everyone? In this video, I'm going to share with you Instagram growth strategies that have been working extremely well for me in 2019 and help you execute these to help you grow your influence and personal brand, specifically on Instagram. So let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Henry Kaminski here from uniquedesignz.net, and today's video is going to be extremely focused on helping you grow your Instagram presence, following, influence in 2019. I'm going to take you behind the scenes and share with you some of the strategies that I'm using on a consistent basis to really help you out. So, without further ado, let's get into number one, okay? First and foremost, guys, you gotta get your bio right, okay? And what do I mean by that? I'm gonna share a screen with you real quick and share with you how I keep a very clean bio in my Instagram account. So it's all about the audience. I help entrepreneurs scale their personal brand. I provide marketing strategy for growth, and I help them facilitate more sales with quality clients. And then I have a free training link there where they could go and they opt in, and then they get a 43-minute free video training on how the quality of your branding will determine the quality of your clients. So it is super laser focused. Anybody that hits my page knows exactly what I'm all about and how I'm going to help them. All right. The next thing I want you to pay attention to is your content. Okay. So your content needs to be extremely valuable. You got to ask yourself, why would anybody follow me? What are they going to get out of following me? What is the end desired result that they want? How am I going to provide them solutions? How am I going to get them the results that they're looking for? If your content doesn't revolve around that, then your competition's going to get the attention and you're not. So make a decision on what you want your account to be about and how it's going to help your audience, your specific audience. Get what I'm saying now? I really want you to become a niched subject matter expert here, because that's how you're going to grow and scale your personal brand very, very quickly. Okay? It's niching down. What do you want to be known for? When you leave the room, right? Or if you're not present, how do you want people to pitch you? You know, Henry's the go-to guy for personal branding. Henry's the go-to guy to help you with your personal brand on social media. Henry's the go-to guy if you're an influencer and want to increase or level up your personal brand. Like that. And if you go to my account, all my content is revolving around that. So what do you want to be known for? Okay. So that's basically getting your bio right, getting the overall environment and atmosphere of your Instagram account dialed in and niched down. And now you're on your way. Okay. You can't build your account and you cannot grow exponentially if you don't get that fundamental down first. Okay. So that's that. Second thing I want to do is share with you something that's going to take a lot of effort, and it's going to really separate you from everybody else. And it's responding to every legitimate comment that you get. Now, we all still get hit from time to time with these bots, and you know when it's a bot and when it's authentic just by the way that the comment is posted, okay? So I would either spam those people, or meaning just report them as spam and get them off the page, because eventually they'll just get shut down if more people do that. So I encourage you to do that, because I'm not into spamming whatsoever, right? The other thing is when you see the legit comment, that you reply back and give it some thought. Don't just give a thumbs up or like the comment, Like really respond back and maybe perhaps evoke them with some more emotional feedback or get them to answer a question. What was your biggest takeaway from the post? Would you mind sharing this post with somebody else if you found it valuable, right? Or just respond back. Maybe you disagree with what that person wrote and you want to reply back. You know what? I agree to disagree here and here's why. And you start that conversation, right? Instagram's looking at all of this. And also your audience is looking at how you respond to your audience. Believe it or not, I've gotten people DMing me going, are you in charge of your Instagram account? And I go, yeah, why? Like, you don't have anybody doing it for you? I go, no, Instagram's the only account that I do not have anybody touching it, right? And they say, how do you respond to everybody? I make the time. Now, some comments are just going to be nonsense, and I'll give you, the benefit of the doubt there, and you ask yourself, do I reply to this or do I let this go, right? Maybe that one just deserves a little like or a thumbs up. But for the majority of the people that are following you, they want to be addressed. They want to be recognized. They want to be understood. They want to feel like they're part of something. And so if you can get back into the habit of responding to every legit comment, they're going to come back for more and more and more, and you're going to build a great relationship. And then when it comes time to sell something or have them be part of something that you are going to roll out, whether it be a course or a private group or anything, they're going to be much more excited about it. Right. And they're going to want to get involved. So it's no different than starting a relationship online, offline, guys, with somebody that you met physically. Like you don't want to come on too hot and heavy, but you don't want to ignore them either when they're reaching out and talking to you. Would you ignore somebody that's actually engaging you in a conversation? Unless they were a creep. But like, no, you wouldn't. You would reply back to them. You would answer them, wouldn't you? So I want you to do the same thing on Instagram. It's no different. Don't ignore your audience or else they're going to ignore you. All right. So get that straight. The other thing that I found to work really, really well end of 2018, and I'm doing it a lot in 2019, is I'm going live on Instagram with either other influencers that have similar account sizes as mine, or I'm bringing on followers and doing Q&As with them live face-to-face. My audience absolutely loves that, and so does my following. When I bring them on the show, on the live, they feel part of something, right? And I provide massive value to them. We do a strategy one-on-one hot seat, right there on the live, and it showcases my expertise. It brings them in, it gets them involved, it engages them. And here's the real kicker. When somebody goes live with you, right, their entire following is notified by Instagram saying that they're live with the brand doctor. So what does that do? It brings their entire audience onto your live, and that increases your reach and exposure. It's a powerful, powerful strategy. I invite you to do it more often. And so get with either followers and encourage your followers to come on the live with you. I gotta turn this off, right? Or look at other influencers that are similar of size, or other accounts that are similar in size that can provide value to your audience, and ask them, hey, would you jump on a live with me? I guarantee they're going to say yes. And there you have it. Now you're entertaining your audience, you're educating your audience, and you're executing on a great growth strategy. Okay. So do more, I call them duo Instagram lives. All right. So do more of that. The other thing I want you to do is really take advantage of stories. Really take advantage of IG stories. That is going to grow your audience exponentially. So what do I mean? Like, how do I leverage my stories? Well, take them behind the scenes. Show them what you're doing behind the curtain, right? The other thing I would do is, if you have over 10,000 followers, use your stories and the swipe up feature to send them to landing pages, send them to training, send them to products, send them to services, send them to your website, your blog, your podcast. Watch how I do it. I always send people to my podcast, my blog. I'll send them to digital products. I'll send them to book a consult with me. I'll send them to a podcast interview that I was a guest on. There's 1,000 ways to Sundays use the swipe up feature. So you use the swipe up feature if you have over 10,000 followers and bring them into your funnel that way. Okay. The other way that I would want you to do, and Instagram's paying attention to this closely, is the IG story features. So you can, right before you post a story, okay, what you want to do is you want to swipe up, right? And that's going to bring you a whole bunch of features, like the poll feature, the question feature. There's the gift feature, the mention feature. I want you to start using them more often, because what that's going to do is it's going to increase the engagement of your IG story following, okay? Because IG stories are getting seen more than your regular posts. The algorithm, whatever the hell that algorithm is up to these days, I don't really pay attention to it anymore. I just do my thing. But I noticed that IG stories are getting much more reach than posts, all right? So use those IG story features, right? The other thing I want you to do is start using hashtags in your stories too. So all you have to do really is right before you post, go to the A, like the text icon, you click it, and then you hit hashtag, and you want to hashtag, like, use just 3. Don't use more than 3 to 5. 5's a lot, but I just use typically 3, and I hashtag, and then I hide the hashtag. So I minimize the hashtag super small, and then I slide it off the screen. It doesn't delete the hashtags. It just gets them off the screen to keep it clean. And then I post the story. What that does is every hashtag has a story to it. And so your Instagram story will now show up in that hashtag story, which is going to bring you more reach and more growth and more exposure. So I want you to start using that strategy because it's growing. The other thing you do is in the IG story feature, if you swipe up, there's a location icon. You click location and you type in your location, minimize it real small, wipe it off the page to keep it clean, wipe it off the screen to keep it clean. And now anybody that's looking at that location story may see your post. So that is a massive, massive sort of little growth hack, if you will, or exposure hack that's going to help you increase your influence and increase your exposure using the stories. Okay. The other thing is this is nothing new, but shout for shouts. Shout for shouts. Find accounts that are a little bit smaller than you, a little bit larger than you, and say, hey, love your message, love your content. Would you mind if I shared some of your content and you shared some of mine, whether it be through the stories, because now all you have to do is hit the paper airplane or that airplane icon, and you can share stories like that onto your stories. So you could start there, and then you start to share a post. Let me tell you something. That is the most inexpensive way to grow your following and grow your reach, and that's not going anywhere. The other thing is you could pay to play. I like to pay to play because it gets me where I want to be a hell of a lot faster. So I just pay influencers to post on their pages, and I've created great relationships with these influencers now, and I probably have a dozen of them that I work with. And you know, I get frequent flyer miles with them. You know, they'll throw me an extra story post or they'll throw me an extra post. And it's good business. And so I continue to invest in them, and I continuously grow my reach and my following and exposure that much faster by just paying for it. I mean, if you're not advertising your business, then you don't have a business, honestly. And there shouldn't be no complaints as to why you're not being seen if you're not advertising. Okay. So you got to spend money to make money, and you got to spend money to advertise. Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing. Okay. The other thing I want you to do is pay attention to your highlights. Leverage your highlights on your Instagram page. So for example, I have a highlight that will link you to my blog, my podcast. I have a testimonials highlight where if you click that, it'll show you all the testimonials from clients. It'll show you testimonials from followers, whether it be video or text. And you could go there, and social proof is what really moves the needle when it comes to people trusting you, engaging you, and actually buying from you. So use those highlights wisely to showcase your expertise and to showcase your credibility and authority in your niche, okay? The other thing I want you to do, and I need to start getting a little bit more consistent with this, is IGTV. One of the things Instagram is doing right now is they're paying attention to who's actually using that feature more often. And the more often you use IGTV, Instagram sees that and they're going to rank you a little bit higher. They're going to push your stuff out to a little bit more people because they want you using all of the features as much as possible. So I don't use that as regularly, but I'm going to try to get a little bit more consistent with IGTV. And it's a great way to put a little bit of long form content out there. So I think right now you can upload up to 10 minutes depending on how big your account is. I'm stuck at 10. I can't upload any video more than 10 minutes. But using IGTV to put out a little bit more long form content is a smart move, okay? And then last but not least, guys, when it comes to content strategy on your Instagram account, like I can't stress it enough for you to get out there and demonstrate your differentiation and really demonstrate your expertise. You hear me say it 1,000 times, but I record all my client calls and I take little snippets of those client calls and I put them out there and I show my audience how good I am. I show my audience providing value to my clients and showing how I work with them and showing the brand identities that we design and build for our clients, because I'm an open book. Like I have nothing to hide. I know I'm really good at what I do and I want the world to see that. And I want the world to see how I can help them take their personal brands to the next level. So don't be shy. Don't be afraid. People aren't going to steal your shit. If you're that good, then you don't care about your competition, okay? You just want to learn and grow and get better at what you do and provide massive value to your audience. That's how you're going to grow exponentially in 2019. So don't be hiding behind your Instagram account, because I'm telling you right now, your personal brand is your differentiating factor. And if you're not putting that out there, you're not giving your audience anything to grab onto and to differentiate you from the other person that's doing what you're doing on your competition. So pay attention. Your personal brand is your X factor. It's what's going to make you different and stand out from everybody else. So there you have it, guys. There's 8 strategies right there that it's going to take your Instagram account to the next level if you apply. Guys, I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink. So either apply this and execute these strategies or die. I mean, that's it. It's black and white. I mean, I really can't stress it to you enough. It's work. It's not easy. It is going to take some time. But if you do it consistently and you showcase how consistent you are and you showcase that you're growing exponentially yourself, clients and followers and your viewership is going to notice that. And they're going to say, I want to get on their train. I want to get help from them. I want to be mentored by them. That's how I grew my business last year, working with only 8 clients and making more money than 48 clients in 2017. So pay attention, guys. This stuff works, but you got to put in the work. So hope you got some value out of this. Drop some comments below. Let me know your biggest takeaway out of this video. Let me know if you have any further questions. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, guys, hit that subscribe button, because I will be posting videos consistently every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to help you grow your personal brand, scale your expertise, and really help you become that subject matter expert in your industry. So have an amazing day, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.